And now, your reigning, defending, greatest wrestling podcast of all time. This is Let Me Book the Territory, the podcast for smart marks and nostalgia nerds. Featuring A-Dub.
On site, and it's on site.
B.A.
How can the heel heal off on the heel when the heel is healing?
And E-Ray.
No wrestling moves. Just hands. Just hands.
Powered by the Embrace the Turn Up Network. In partnership with the Inaudible Ruckus Podcast.
Welcome to the madness here. Well, it's that time again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. It is I, E-Ray the Quasi Bad Guy, the Diet Coke of Evil, the man of many graps moves. One being arm bar. Two being arm bar. Three, I'm gonna leave you guessing. But be that as it may, we have, of course, the fellas in the building. You know, the guy that just says, hey, money is no object, but it is the object that everyone else wants. And I will tell you, you got a price. He tried to buy me yesterday. I said, no, brother, I'm not for sale, especially not for Black History Month. Can't buy me.
I don't know, Jazz, big AR, you might have a price.
It depends. Never mind. I will go into that a little bit later of who I have a price for. But the richest person on this podcast, introducing right back like you never left, back like cook crack, B.A. Bigelow. What's going on, bro?
What's good? Appreciate the intro. Always. B-A-D-B-I-C, a.k.a. Black IRS, a.k.a. the beef of the motherfucking East. B.A. Bigelow. Back in the building. Feels good to be back in here shooting the shit with you guys and all that fun stuff. Can't wait to get into these graps and all that.
So
sports
good to
entertaining
be home.
graps. Feels good. So good.
And that other voice you heard there, fresh out of the poopery placebo, you know, the guy that just says this porcelain might not be strong enough, brother. I'm talking about the first and only sponsor of CVS.
It's the Dub Show. You said poopily, placebo, and porcelain. That's a lot of letter P. Okay, Saigon, I see you out here. It's your boy Noam Dub, the Heritage Pimp Cup champion, the chairman of the board, Dub Spears, if you will. What's up, fellas? How's it going?
Love the AKAs, man. That's very, very current, and we'll get into some of that. It'll be fun.
I'm trying, man.
Appreciate it. Where do you want
to start? I got you, E. I got you.
I had something on my mind.
Oh,
but go ahead. I was like, go for it.
I was gonna say, as we all know, we all woke up at 4 a.m. We was up with the crows and the slaves to watch the Elimination Chamber.
Not this
Live.
Black History Month. I'm not doing that.
I would
Stop trying to sharecrop our podcast.
Okay.
Mama gonna wash.
I'm mad I was
these
told I bought a black man.
grapes.
I would never
Like,
do
no.
such a thing.
None of this.
No.
But I'm with you, Deb. We're on a similar wavelength.
Elimination Chamber, baby.
Before we even get started with any of that, we'd be remiss to say RIP to two legends of the Graps, the man Virgil and Ole Anderson. Both passed away this week. Hopefully
Fuck
BA
money,
had
baby.
no ill words to say about them, because I don't want to pin their demise on him. any longer, as been kind of the scary thing with this podcast. When we say something, it tends to like just pop up in the zeitgeist. So we want to be very protective of our stars.
I'm gonna shoot BA some bail here because me and BA discussed Ole Anderson quite a long time ago, and nothing happened until now.
He was fine.
So RIP to Ole, who I only recently found out was not brothers with Arn Anderson.
I told you.
Oh,
I told you.
How'd you know? Because he didn't carry a Glock on him at all times.
Yeah. Once I realized he didn't keep that thing on him, I was like, oh, they not related.
Yeah, not couldn't be.
Nah.
Ole was the not fun horseman. Like, that's what he was. And he would tell you that himself. And those dudes would tell you that as well, I'm sure.
I mean, you definitely wouldn't say it to his face, though.
Oh, hell no. Ole's got one. He's like as we make fun of on the BA show regularly, the cruncher Larry Zbyszko, that just like, old man, just body, just, I'm going to beat you up. Like, I just
Ole Anderson was changing the oil in my
car.
Like, and then, again, Virgil, Meat Sauce Mafia creator.
That hurts.
The head of Meat Sauce Mania.
The CEO of Fuck Money Baby Incorporated.
Head of NWO Security.
There was once upon a time. Virgil plays a very special role in this podcast because once upon a time, there was an attempt by the richest man on this podcast, for now, to go ahead and reach out to Virgil, and he had such an interesting exchange. You tell people a little bit, like we'll keep it to a minimum, but just a little bit of what the interaction was when you reached out to him and what it was about.
Yeah, I was just strictly trying to see if Virgil would do something with us, or the man Mike Jones, Virgil the gimmick, whatever, but something with us as far as y'all know what it is. We were trying to get him to like say something funny like around the podcast, or possibly come on for like a quick 15 minutes. So he started talking money because, you know, fuck money, Meat Sauce Menace, that kind of stuff. I sent him a funny script to read. There were some inappropriate words in there. He didn't appreciate it too much because he's saved and all that stuff, you know, because at the time he was sick.
Get approved. We didn't approve it. BA is just going on his own tangent.
This is in the early days.
Vigilante BA. Sitting
I
on
don't
top
remember
of the
any
building.
script or anything.
No, I wrote it up myself. I didn't even show it to y'all.
Nor did I know Virgil was saved. What?
Yeah, man. He was like, I can't say these things. I was like, well, you can clean it up.
Why not? You've been saying it. Like, he just pressing his
like,
man.
And then we got to like a price. It was like a couple $100 or something. And then he was like, y'all got to send the money first. I was like, I'm not doing that. And then that's how it ended. So RIP to the legend.
Right.
And at least I got that interaction. I would have framed that email. I'm going to print that email out and frame it in my office now. Let me write that down.
Y'all gotta send the money first.
Right.
I was like, hell no, Virgil, shit. We ain't got no money. This is before the ads started. This is for Manscaped and all that shit, man. Like, come on.
Oh man.
We ain't got no money like that. We
Gotta
broke,
be
baby.
untraceable Bitcoin too.
Right.
Like Mitch said, we broke, baby.
Ethereum, baby.
Matter of fact, y'all gotta purchase some Virgil coin.
No, he told me to download his game online. His game,
Meat
sauce something. I think I still have it on my phone.
Once you spend $300 on Meat Sauce Menace,
Right.
I'll be on your pod.
Man,
Do all in-app transactions. You gotta purchase me and the Hulkster. Like, no, I'm not doing any of this. But again, just again how random this podcast is and the things that we experience. But shout out to Virgil, shout out to Ole Anderson, their family, RIP.
How easy is it to come up with a mobile game? Wait a minute.
That's the game. This is called Meat Sauce Madness.
So ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this, and we know you are, go download Meat Sauce Madness in honor of the legendary Virgil / Vincent in WCW. Moving right along. Guys, as Dub liked to say, we were absolutely I don't even know. Like, this is the thing I wanted to ask y'all, just keeping it a whole $1.50. Elimination Chamber happened. and everybody had plans. How did y'all actually end up, like, your plans for watching this versus how you actually watched it? That's something I just wanted to know, and we can get right into it.
I'll get right into it. I saw it through the text message conversation. There's no way in hell. I am so busy, and I'm dealing with a lot of family stuff right now around my people passing and such. So I was like, there's no way I can focus in on this. But you guys held it down. I knew what I needed to know. And then I've been watching it in chunks all throughout the week, basically. So that's how I watched it.
You're watching it.
I'm a slow consumer.
You're a Gen Zer now. You have like the what do you call it? Attention span of a squirrel.
My brain is like Bradley Cooper's in Limitless. It is always just constructing and doing things. I can't start or finish anything.
You watching it in vlog style. Like, oh, give me 10 seconds of this. All right. Need some lasagna. What? Oh,
that is my brain, folks. Right. Sponsored by Toyota.
Like a rock.
BA's brain. Like a rock.
Toyota thought.
So BA is watching it in YouTube ads and YouTube shorts. Dub, how did you consume? How did you consume Elimination Chamber?
So my plan was to like get up early and then maybe like try to catch the end of it and then just run it back.
Because it was 5 a.m. Let me remind you. For instance, this Elimination Chamber came out much like a Chris Brown or whatever album with instructions. Like back in the day, during the streaming first started, Chris Brown would have to tell you, "Hey guys, come download my album, but you got to download and listen to this song 3 times. When you listen to this song 3 times, then you can run the album a whole time, and that's how I get paid." WWE released a press like, "Hey guys, Elimination Chamber will be coming on at 6 p.m. Australia time," whatever that time zone is. But if you're in the States, like all the fuck us are, then 5 o'clock in the morning in New York. And
the audacity of them niggas to say 6 p.m. time in Australia, as if everybody in Australia who wanted to be there wasn't fucking there.
Facts.
Or watching it, right? I think all of Australia just went there. It was like 50,000 people.
What are we talking about?
Western Australia was lit, and then they had some falseness afterward. It's great. That was incredible. But yeah, 5 a.m. for New York, 4 a.m. For Central Time, Texas, and us down in Texas, and then like 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. for those in Pacific and Mountain Standard. So shit was all over the place. That would have been dope. I would have definitely watched that shit at 1 a.m.
That would have been a party. That would have been fun.
Oh, that would have been super lit. That's why I was like, damn, I could have, that would have been dope to still live in Arizona at that time. But, so you got the 5 o'clock version. I got the 4 o'clock. How did you actually end up watching it?
So I was down in ATL for my mother's 60th birthday. Shout out to my mom. It's her birthday as we record.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Down at ATL, she's like, "Hey, there's some movers coming to move your niece's bed into her new room." I'm like, "All right, cool. I'll be up for that. I'll be watching Elimination Chamber anyway." That was a lie. I was still asleep. Niggas got that bed in there and left. Mom stood there. I'm like, "All right, cool." Crawled over to her TV room at about 8 a.m. and I was like, "Oh, perfect. No interruptions, no nothing. Just gonna lay here and watch." And just laid and watched the whole thing and thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly.
And so only about 3 hours off.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing too crazy. I had plans, but sleep was like, no, fuck that.
That's not too drastic. Let me take y'all into my weekend. That was. My significant other left. She left me for Drake. He went to Cleveland, and I was like, fucking Drake. And it actually wasn't even Drake. It was more J. Cole, because she was telling me, recounting the tale, like, "Oh my God, J. Cole." And I was like, we kind of resemble at this point, because we both look like homeless people. If you walk past us, you would probably give us $5. But neither here nor there. she went to the concert, so I'm left to my own devices with my full zoo of a home with my dogs and my cats, etc. so forth. So Friday night, I finished podcasting. Shout out to Inaudible Ruckus and the guys, the Inaudible Bros, came back for episode 402. Right after that, I'm like, damn, I gotta feed the dogs. I get on the couch. I can't even get comfortable. You know, I'm living that life where, oh man, I don't have nobody that I usually sleep with. So cueing the Drake, I hate sleeping alone. I'm like, oh fuck, I can't sleep. Damn it, I need something to distract my brain. So I'll start watching a little bit of SmackDown, and then next thing you know, fed the dogs, everything. I'm chilling, and it's like 1:30. I'm like, back in the day, 2 o'clock is the point of no return. It's like, oh, I'm up now, baby.
Yeah.
1:47.
Niggas is washed.
Then I woke back up. And it was like, it's 4:45. So I turned it on. I'm like, pre-show.
Oh man.
Right back to sleep.
So much pre-show on this.
Yeah. Filled with, right. So filled with pre-show.
So vile.
That's like 2 hours.
It was an hour,
right.
man.
So long. It felt like 2 hours.
I mean, at 5 a.m., yeah, it'll feel like, well, you didn't watch it live.
I could
you
only
just watch the
imagine.
Snapchat stories of the whole thing.
I would have gave up. Like,
So much pre-show. Gotta wash my face.
So much pre-show. This never happens.
Yeah, so I woke up at like 5-ish, and I was like, oh, let me go back, because Dub said some shit. But then I was like, all right, I'm up at 7:38. Let me go ahead and run it back. So I started running. I fell asleep. I was like, fuck this. 10 o'clock. That's where I am. 10 a.m. I got to it, ran it back, scribbled through the pre-show, watched the pre-show match, then got to the real thing, and then pretty much cruised straight through it. 4-match card, pretty cut and dry. I'll say overall, we don't have to give grades, but did you guys enjoy this?
So,
or what you've seen of it, the YouTube shorts that you've seen of it.
for a show that, like, I think we all kind of knew what was going to happen. No surprises. Well, a little bit surprising in the men's match, but I was like, I thoroughly enjoyed the execution of this.
Okay.
The ending of the men's match. The ending. That's the surprise.
BA, your thoughts?
The YouTube shorts say amazing. No. Next. No. No. I thought it was cool. If I have to give it a letter grade, not saying anyone else does, I'd give it a solid B. Like, it served its purpose, getting us from Rumble to Mania without feeling starved in between. I love the men's chamber. Very entertaining. Women's chamber was okay. It's always tough for the ladies, I feel like, in the chamber.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I know.
The Rhea Nia match, as the YouTube short is going on in front of my face right now, looks like a great one. So yeah, B.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So,
This guy.
right, we're just so much pre-show. Maybe
so
you would have
much.
stopped pre-showing
So much
all
I thought
over
it
the
was. I thought the indie match was a part of the thing. I was like, hey, what? This shit ain't even started yet.
Then Peter Rosenberg popped back up on your TV.
I was salty. Right.
I will say,
salty.
had I woke up at 5 a.m. to watch Elimination Chamber and I saw Peter Rosenberg and Sam Roberts, I would have been upset.
I would have been
Let's do it.
Shout out to those guys.
And shout out to those guys. Big fans.
Getting
Much
check
respect,
all
but I would've
stars.
still
I
threw my
love
remote.
it. But
5 a.m. That's not it.
5 a.m. in the morning. Listen here, you better give me them damn graps. Ain't no more pre-show.
At 5 a.m. in the morning, I go full BA, married man.
Right.
No, we gotta get to it.
Right.
Turn.
Chamber.
Slow build.
Give me that chamber.
Right? Give me that.
You know what time it is.
Yes, absolutely. So, let's just run straight through this shit. I think it's pretty fairly simple. Match opens, women chamber.
Yes.
BA said he didn't really. It was okay.
It was okay.
Okay. Give me your low points. Why was it okay? Just okay.
Just
The things that you nagged.
Some of the setups of things kind of annoys me with certain wrestlers and stuff. Like Becky flows, Tiffy time. Shout out to her because she's the most rookie in there and she held it down. Looks like she hurt herself. She kept on holding herself. It seemed like something.
I think it might have just. I think something was just about to fall out. But
I think so. Maybe that's what it was.
It's probably more so
because
malfunction. But
that's a you would lose a sponsor with that type of thing.
Yeah,
happen.
you don't want to have. Y'all don't get Janet Jackson.
Gotta protect the bag. But yeah, it's just like there were some spots where I was just like Raquel, like you mentioned it in the chat, Dub, you could tell like she was having some reaction to something. So she probably wasn't on her A game, I'm sure.
Yes, and that
she
came
talked
out
about that. She talked about it on Twitter a day or two later.
Yeah, she has some type of illness that flares up. It's like kind of like an autoimmune illness, and she had a flare up on the plane. So
that's tough.
She had to work through that. So shout out to her. We give her a lot of grief. The character, I would say. Let me always say that we give grief to characters, but this is a show that we're speaking about wrestlers as characters. The people. Yes. Shout out to them always because they do the thing that we love to watch. But the character, we've given lots of shit, but I do commend her for pushing through and having a showing in the match, regardless of how I feel about her character. The person, I think that was super dope to be able to do that. But with that aside.
Thank you, E-Ray, for that disclaimer. Speaking of characters, Liv Morgan, not buying it.
That's where your B comes in. You just don't like Liv.
No.
Get her.
I'm not mad at Liv. It's just like, why is she a threat? Why is she a threat to anybody?
Because she's crazy and
she don't do crazy things though. She don't do crazy stuff in the ring.
You don't remember when she right before she got hurt, she was like jumping through tables and shit.
But that ain't crazy. Like I'm thinking of like violence
all the way. She'd be sitting there like.
It's like this girl miss her meds today. Like that's the type of scary it is.
Yes.
Like it's not like
that's not scary to you. That's not crazy to you.
She can't have sharp things around her. Like that's scary. That's not Liv Morgan to me. So that type of stuff annoys me. Like why is she in this serious?
That's like Gone Girl crazy. That is scary.
Oh, that is scary, man. I repressed that movie. Yeah, that's terrifying. A whole nother level, man. Woo.
But
Ben Affleck I don't know.
I feel it's more like a Harley Quinn type of Harley Quinn-esque because even Harley Quinn have like
all the Harley Quinn though. Like
it's like
not even Audi. Great value. At least Audi's
private selects. Go get some of this private selects.
Oh shit,
Harley Quinn.
But yeah, man, that's why it's okay to me. Some good
great
things.
Great on value.
This match was that.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay.
Let me stop.
No. Please tell us how you really feel.
No, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't terrible. Like the good things, like I said, Becky kept it going. Bianca was great in there. Naomi did good for the little hot second she got in there just to let Tiffy get over, basically. So like, there's good in there. So I don't want to completely shit on it, but there was some bad in there I gotta talk about too. So yeah.
Okay. Dub. Give me your upsides about the women's chamber, because I feel like me and Dub are always on the same page when it comes to the women's wrestling. Take. I think we just don't mind it as much. We just look at it as entertaining. So any of the setup stuff is kind of like par for course. But I think that's what it is. There's like no shot. That's just how we like whatever. Just let's see what they do.
Fair enough. I see what you're saying. You guys keep the bar lower.
Damn, not.
No, I don't mean to sound like shit, like shade.
Let's do it.
That's what y'all essentially said.
PA took a week off and came back to unload the clip. All right, I like it.
I
like it.
That's not exactly what
hanging out the window.
I think
airing the clip out. I like it.
It's similar to the All-Star game. If you watch like Steph versus the young lady that he was shooting against,
Sabrina chick. Yes.
Yeah, that. I don't know her name. My apologies.
Sabrina
No,
Ionescu.
joking.
Bleep that
But
out,
yes,
wise man.
respect to her, but I just don't recall because I don't recall. But either way, me and BA or me and Dub are like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. She shoots with the women's ball, shoot from the distance that the women shoot from. That's whatever, because that's what she's used to doing. And I'm just watching it. I'm enjoying her making the shots. BA, full Kenny the Jet. Like, oh, you want to really make it fair? Back your ass up. shoot
from the men's
with a
line?
man's
Best
ball.
believe
Use
my
the
kids
men's
will
ball.
be shooting from the men's line when they start playing basketball. Best believe it. But I digress.
But that's okay. I like having differing opinions. So I just wanted to preface that so when people hear the ears, we're
champions.
not bagging on BA, and BA is not bagging on the women. It's just a difference of viewpoint.
Thank you.
He
Anyway,
loves women.
that's fair. Yes, I do. And my
All
daughters.
right. So
I love them.
my ups from this match. I think there's a pretty easy one. Tiffany Stratton. That was a star-making performance for her.
Did her
Go
thing.
figure. Sorry.
Swear.
And then, I loved everything Bianca Belair did in that match. Even her elimination, like when she just kind of sat there in disbelief, I was like, damn, I like it, because like she's the one who won a chamber last year, and she's also undefeated at WrestleMania. Bianca Taker, if you will. So and now her path to get to WrestleMania is becoming more murky. And then that'll lead us all to start fantasy booking Bianca Jade or Bianca blah, blah, blah. But yeah, like Bianca and Tiffany, like for sure. Tiffany was working.
Yes.
Tiffany was one of my favorite things that Tiffany Stratton does is her back handspring elbow. Because how many times have we seen women do that move, but before they do the elbow part, they kind of take a step? No, she all
goes
flips.
right into
all flips. But yeah,
I'm right
those
there
are
with you.
my two strong points about this one. Becky winning that was been telegraphed since the press conference because nobody else came out to confront Rhea. But
Can't spell mania
Twice.
without man.
I was like, if you didn't pay it, because there was also a
I was
presser.
right on Monday Night Raw.
No, it was a presser on Friday, I think.
Yeah,
Friday
when they got there
in Perth, and she also came out there again. It was her. Well, it was her, Bianca, and Tiffy time. She came out and she walked out. It was good presser, but again, I think the writing was on the wall. And I'm not, for whatever reason, and that kind of goes into my thought process of it, I didn't mind it. It's like, this is the opposite of like, whatever the Rock thing is. Because I've heard some people, I was reading online, they were like, man, Liv Morgan, we need to, like, they're talking about let Liv win, or we want Liv, and it worked for Cody. And I was like, who are these niggas?
Exactly. That's what I just said. Like, are you kidding me?
What did you say?
Pervy dudes. That's
who
all
wants
that
that?
is. Pervy
Right.
dudes.
And
That's all
I'll
it
preface
is.
it by
Liv is
saying,
cool, but she's also had her spot with the title.
Yes.
And like that makes her
move
like
along.
towards the top of the women's card, but makes her somebody they can use to get other people over. But she don't need the spot right now.
Move
and I'll
along.
argue that was a part of my I love the women's chamber. I thought both chamber matches were excellent. Vastly different. I think the women's was like a high speed chase, and the men's was more like marauding and like brooding, but both really executed well in their own regard. But with the women, my downside one being that I think you want to reverse those things. I didn't enjoy Naomi being the first one to be eliminated. That bothered me. You just brought her back. So you bring her back to feel like she once was, instead of taking this chance to elevate her, like some other people that we will talk about re-entering the company later on. Also, other big thing is like Liv, I don't need her in that spot. I would have actually preferred Tiffany in that spot. So if you reverse everything, you let Liv get X out first, or have Raquel Rodriguez get knocked out first.
Right,
that's fine. Everybody tag teams her, beats her up. She gets her big spot, but then everybody realizes she's a threat. Then they gang up on her, get her out of there. That works way better. But the fact that my final three was Liv and Bianca, and I'm just like, when they gonna get her the fuck out of here? Kind of just like I did with Royal Rumble. When they gonna get her the fuck out of here? Because I'm like, and again, all due respect to the person, but the character, it doesn't do anything for me right now. So I would like to see either, because I don't know, I just feel like she doesn't feel like a threat. The sunset flip powerbomb spot literally almost broke Bianca's back, and I was looking
right,
like,
bro. Thank you, E-Ray. Great.
It's little things like that I do care about. But I'm like, well, you're putting her in that spot, and Bianca sells like a fucking champ. Like, I think that's what. And again, I don't want to harp on things because I actually did love the match. But I think what I did take from that, Bianca's my GOAT. I think I can say that now without any reservation or provocation outside that anybody else can say to me. Nah, she's the GOAT. She can sell like a fucking $1 million. She can be super like a tank. She can go against a Raquel Rodriguez or a Rhea Ripley, don't look out of place, or a Nia Jax, doesn't look out of place, but she can move and be as agile and go with a Charlotte. She can go with a Bayley.
It's the female Cena, man.
Now, I would say even that's reductive because Cena couldn't do all that. Cena just looked great, and he was the character. She can literally
Bianca showed up doing springboard 450s.
And I'm just like, I am in awe. When I see her do like anything in the ring, it just looks great. She pick up somebody for a KOD. I'm like, damn, no effort. And then she'll just do a flip out of nowhere. And she's doing all this shit with a 6-foot braid. Like, shit is crazy. She's my GOAT. Moving on though. YouTube Short would not approve of that segment. Moving to the next match.
At all.
Was it
I would have been swiped up.
Quarter catch, half quarter
New
pipe?
Catch Republic.
Oh, I'm like loose quarter. I don't know, Joe Budden Project. I don't know, one of them. It was something.
Great project.
6 cents.
I got it.
Shout out to The Rock.
Yeah,
New Catch Republic versus the Judgment Day.
Peter Dune
for the tag team titles.
And Big Strong Boy.
If you believe yours is the only way. What a match. What a match. I love this match top to bottom. Peter Dune and the Big Strong Boy, they make a hell of a tag team. You swear they've been a team together for like 40 years straight and not off and on for the past 7-8 years. I even like the finish that there was no like actual like interference involved, just kind of Judgment Day doing Judgment Day things. Damian Priest hitting the double south of heaven and Ben hitting the coup de. I was like, that's just good tag team wrestling. The coup de grace.
Hitting the coup de
pronouns, pal.
Just fan this match top to bottom. I am interested of when Judgment Day drops these belts because it's been a while. And there's a lot going on like outside of them too.
Let them cook.
No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad either.
They got because they look like such a efficient ass tag team. I could say they look like a tag team. I'll say that.
So I think I'll give
those wrestling.
Sure, I'll give a little pushback. I don't think they've really been cooking. Not with the tag titles, that is. I think the tag titles, right? But you make, to me, and this is just my opinion, I think you make belts relevant by wrestling a lot with them, a la Seth. They just be on TV all the time. So it's like, and I like that. Not for me.
It's not for them belts. To have them belts just there, just hey, they the tag champs. They've been the tag champs for God.
But they're not defending them.
So I forgot that they're tag champs
to make it important. Okay.
I forgot they're tag champs. I'm just like, these niggas just come out in every segment, which is great. I like that. But to Dub's point, I don't have much to say about the match. The match was fine. It didn't like spark me or pop me too much. I was like, it's a good match, but I expect that out of 4 workers, so great. The thing I thought about though is because there was no R-Truth interference, there was more Judgment Day shenanigans. I I feel like R-Truth, and they're setting R-Truth up with Awesome Truth to take him, give us our feel good, go home moment at Mania. I can't see it happening any other way. And I wish technically new Catch Republic, new Ash Ketchum, whatever that shit's called. I wish they would
gotta catch 'em all
of Pallet Town.
Right. I wish they would have won, possibly. So then that frees up the Judgment Day to do other stuff. Maybe Finn go after Gunther or some other stuff. Like, they're already kind of plotting these things, but it makes it less convoluted when you move those tag belts off of them. So I think that would have been the surprise. But for the most part, I think we all picked most of this shit right.
Oh, we picked everything right. The only person to get something wrong was the wise man who refused to pick Becky to win.
Just out of hope. Out of hope and hate. Hope and hate, maybe.
Me and Wise Man be having similar energy about things.
I wish I made.
Oh man,
I respect him doubling down.
Fellas, speaking of hate, we got a new contender and hater of the year in this men's chamber match.
Hey.
AJ Styles, Alan Jones Styles, flew all the way took a 25-hour flight just to whoop LA
Can I ask a question?
To the Hulk Hogan time zone.
What was he doing on that flight? I'm just curious. Like, what do you think he was just sitting there? Like, he wasn't just reading like Reader's Digest or chilling, playing the iPad or something. This guy got to be brewing for 20 hours.
Just sitting in the back staring at LA Knight like,
oh yeah,
thinking, man.
He's just listening to Eminem's whole albums, like his whole album history. 'Cause I am from Slim Shady LP all the way to Recovery. He probably cut Recovery off because he was like, this is too soft.
Cinderella man.
I need to be angry.
No, he was listening to Guilty Conscience.
Yeah. Back.
Or Kim.
Oh yeah, that
Kim so long.
Bitch, you did me so.
I don't wanna go on.
Until I get to whoop your ass in earth.
Nah, he had that shit on repeat the whole 25 hours.
Had to be. Just sitting there brewing. He came out so mad. I was like, how you mad on a 20-hour flight? You probably had like really, I've flown first class once in my life. I know BA's flown way more times than first class. I've only done it once, but when I did, they served me a fantastic meal. And that was only like
a bed.
That was only 3 hours, right? He had a lay flat. How you sitting there bad with your arms crossed? He's sitting at the edge of the bed,
right? Pissed,
like a 10-year-old kid that just got told they gotta take a nap. Go take a nap,
Mr. Styles. It's gonna be dinner time soon. Would you like something to eat? No, I don't want anything to eat.
Well, just in case you
extra
do,
bowl of hate.
Right. Well, just in case you do, here's a nice Riesling and a biscotti. Okay, then.
Okay. Where's this Riesling from? Right. It's from LA. Get this shit out of here. It's too sweet, damn it. Get this shit out of here. And this is how you know it's hate.
Like, what is wrong with this thing?
We've all been angry before, and sometimes say when you're angry, just count to 10, and maybe you're not angry. Maybe you don't hit send. Maybe you don't say that hurtful thing. No, this is hate because he had a whole 25 hours to not hit send, to not fold up that chair. He was like, no.
To not even come out into the chamber, which he was not a part of. Like
he had the day off. They recorded the SmackDown for Friday the week before, so he legitimately had a whole week off if he wanted it. Nah, fuck that.
And he said, you know what? I'm gonna take my ass into this damn airport. And then I'm gonna buy me a ticket. I'm gonna sit in this lay flat. And I'm gonna think about kicking your ass every day, LA Knight. I'm just gonna do that shit, brother. Like, he was fucking pissed. Love that. So, thank you, AJ Styles. You are our new entrant for Hater of the Year. And you got some stiff competition, but what a fucking splash entry, to say the least.
Hell yeah.
Outside of hating ass AJ Styles, Alan Joseph. What was the other thoughts of the match? Like, my high spot, I'll give you that, Now I'll relinquish. Logan Paul getting speared through that fucking chamber. That was great. I was like, shout out to him. That was a great spot. It still works. And just him doing these things, it's like, I like that. Shout out to him. Even though as much as hateable as he is, as punchable as his face is, he does good work and does good business. So I was like, I respect it. That was dope, man. Bobby putting it to him, because I'm like, that's got to be something cool for him, because he's had one-on-ones and he's had interactions, but he's now legit in a chamber match with 5 other Hall of Famers, or 5 Hall of Famers, or would be Hall of Famers. That's it. That's a big spot for him to take and actually interact with all of them and not fuck up this match in any way. He didn't fuck up at all. So again, shout out to him for that. BA, so, what was your YouTube short spot? Guys, it's E-Ray here, your friendly neighborhood bad guy. And when I'm not booking the territory or bringing the motherfucking ruckus, you can catch me on my show, Binge Flicks and Chill, where I'll bring my personal outrageous perspective to some of the latest and greatest in television and movies today. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll probably never look at your favorite shows or movies the same again. But tune in and let the binge begin.
I was gonna say, to that point, when Logan Paul came out, I felt that energy. I was like, man, he looks like a fucking sports entertainer. Like, he doesn't look like he's visiting. Like, he doesn't look like a celebrity wrestling. Like, he looks like he belongs on that roster. That was the biggest, like, damn, all right, cool.
He don't look like he came out to do a hip toss.
Yeah, he don't. Or exactly.
A weak ass hip toss. I learned this yesterday.
Right.
That shit
come out and do that weak ass spear and punch job like Cain Velasquez did.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't even remind us.
Trigger.
So that was the biggest thing that stuck out. Oh man, great bar. Drew did his thing in there. He looked real good. I'm very proud of Drew McIntyre. Furthermore, so when he gets into his shit the next night or Monday Night Raw, whatever it was, we'll talk about. But Bobby Lashley also, heel, face, that really bothers me low key.
TBD.
Too. Yeah, man. I'm like, he got like a baby face reaction coming out. I'm like, he's not a face. Like, what the fuck is going on? Right. Play it to the crowd and shit.
He just seems too into his own music.
And I get it. That shit, man, if I
like
was
when they turned
as
him
big as
heel,
Bobby Lashley
he was still doing
I'd
that
be
same
like,
thing. I'm like, Bobby just likes his music too much.
The only person more into their music right now was Rhea Ripley.
Oh, she was
rapping that shit like, I said, back with these raps and these backs and these bags and these bags and these bags. Like, all right, Rhea, we got
Rhea
it.
definitely listening to Slim Shady LP and March Riders LP a lot.
Absolutely.
You know your music.
Shit, her and AJ was sharing earbuds on the way to
ripping that shit like.
Oh man,
funny.
but like I said earlier, like when I talked about the chamber matches, like this one, like I said, it was more my favorite than the women's, just because the stories being told. KO was great, Randy was great. Like everybody hit their spots, man. Randy's really making me love this like final real run he's on like now. Like I know he'll come back and pop in and out when he's done with this, but it's really making me appreciate that he appreciates this so much. Appreciate him more. But yeah, man, the crazy spots, like you said, the spear never gets old through the glass.
Fire.
The whole just Logan Paul further etching in his heel shit, like with the brass knucks and shit, and making new enemies. It was a lot of things to progress us along to the undercard, mid-card of WrestleMania. So it did all the things for me, man. Not mad at it at all. My favorite match of the night.
My favorite spot in this entire Elimination Chamber match was when they were slamming Logan Paul's head against Kevin Owens' pod, and Kevin Owens is headbutting the pod at the same time.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm like, this is stereo violence. This is phenomenal. I love this. And they're making that story between Kevin and Logan just feel so much more important. Like, this needs to happen at Mania. But then, wait, Triple H, being Booker of the motherfucking century he is, pulls this swerve move at the end. Is like, oh yeah, Logan's gonna knock out Randy Orton for Drew to get it. So you're like, wait. And then my mind starts going, has Randy Orton ever won the fucking US title? Again.
No.
And
No,
like you said, BA, this
know.
is probably his final, like, real long run. What better way than a 13-time world champion to complete the Grand Slam by winning the U.S. title at WrestleMania?
He's had the IC, but not the U.S. Now, I can't remember a Randy Orton U.S. title run.
I remember his IC title run. That was
no, he's had it.
He's had it? Okay.
Yes. 11/3, my birthday.
Damn.
2018. 2/8. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. Opposite. Sorry. August 4th, 2018. He lost it on my birthday. 11/3/2018. Yeah. U.S. title reign.
Man,
that was pre-pandemic. Nothing happened before that.
Yeah, that is
erasing these histories.
The world didn't start until we left the Thunderdome. Let's be real.
The only thing happening at that time was NXT. Like, let's just be real.
Damn. Well,
like, nobody paid attention to the main roster.
I mean,
well, it happened, but hey, sorry, guys. I know.
I want to erase it away like other things from the past in WWE.
Right, because if you think about it, in WWE, the way they erase shit, Kofi Kingston never lost his belt.
You're right.
True.
Bobby Lashley never lost his belt.
Yeah, man. The Black Terminator never
Big
existed.
E never. The Rock. Let me talk to you. The Rock never lost his belt.
That means we never would have got Hollywood Rock. He would have.
That also means that Roman ended the streak.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Roman ended the streak is crazy.
That is crazy.
That weak ass match. Being this last match
was like 10 years later or some shit.
God damn, that's crazy.
So again, revisionist history. They didn't think about none of that stuff, but be that as it may, I really did enjoy that match. You know what's crazy? No one mentioned LA Knight.
He was like a plug to the point of
he did some good stuff in that match, but the most memorable part of him in that match is getting beat down by that chair.
Right.
All right, dog. I'm just saying. I'm
Marshall coming in there.
Right.
Waist to him.
I'll kill you.
Blunt force trauma. My thoughts, my biggest thought about LA Knight was like, wow. LA Knight looks like a normal human being compared to Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. I was like, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
They made him look like a regular dude. And I was like, damn. Because I didn't even realize how much Randy Orton actually matches up with Drew McIntyre. I was like,
they look
like...
Yeah. That's a good call. I didn't know they were like almost as tall as each other. Yeah.
Yeah. And size-wise, he didn't like... Drew McIntyre makes LA Knight look smaller than he is. He didn't make Randy Orton look... Randy Orton's a big-ass dude, but you have to see him... It was very interesting. That was my biggest takeaway from like that, just eyes-wise. But yeah, fantastic match. And then we'll close it out with Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. Shout out to Drew McIntyre, Hater of the Year, for the win. So, yes. But Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley. I need to ask how, because BA hasn't watched this part of the shorts yet. He's still getting ads on the bottom of the screen. BA, you rich, dog. Just spring for the premium.
YouTube Premium?
You got it.
YouTube Premium. You know that.
So why are you still watching fucking ads?
Maybe
you don't have to
watch it to my guest profile. I don't know.
Still watching the Gen X ads?
You know what I do? I like to eat Huel. It makes me feel get this shit off my... But Dub, I have to ask. I'll ask you first. How did you feel about Rhea Ripley working babyface? How did that work for you in Perth?
So,
Like the match itself, not necessarily how you feel, just because you could tell the difference. That she had the famous Stone Cold drop kicks, and she was like, I was like, who is this? Is this Rhea Ripley or is this Marty Jannetty? I can't tell. It's like one of the rockers
hit you
right
with
now.
the drop kick, Marty Jannetty. Shout out to Action Bronson. I don't know. I think her style always does lean more heel because she's clearly stronger than just about everybody on the roster. So she's and she's just throwing women around. I thought they did a good job of making it work just for this.
Okay.
Because the next night on Raw, she walks out with Dom, and Dom's the biggest heat maggot probably in the industry right now, for being 100% honest. But that being said, it was a cool match. You know, no surprises there. They hit the Nia spot where she does a leg drop on the apron and misses, and then says "my hole."
I was waiting. My hole.
Yeah, I really wanted her to actually say it, but I was like, it's implied at this point. We get it.
I literally flashed back to that. I hate the dub. It's like really just in my brain right now. I don't like it, but hey, brothers for life.
For life.
BA, your thoughts about
Are the new Genesis
match
commercials over yet? Did you
Frank
order
Thomas
some
just
oats
fell off my
overnight?
screen. It's over. Oh, hope he doesn't come through my tablet. I mean, I was most impressed with how long they wrestled, in all honesty. I did not expect, in the words of JR, a slobber knocker like that. They were doing a lot of moves. More than I would have expected.
Are you saying women can't wrestle, BA?
No, sir.
This gimmick. Are you saying the bar is raised so low that you could only expect hip tosses and bulldogs? What are you saying?
Touche, E-Ray. Touche.
I'm surprised they did a leg drop. That's reserved for men.
I'll say more.
Was that a collar and elbow tie up?
More Nia Jax when I am in that statement, because she has she's not a dangerous worker anymore, is what I took away from that match. Yeah, and that's with all respect that I could say. She did moves, she did her thing, she sold well for Rhea. I know Rhea can go like that. I saw that WrestleMania match from last year. She can go. I'm not surprised to see that, to the point of the Marty Jannetty comment. She was feeling herself. I respect it.
Right.
But it was a great way to close out this card. The babyface thing was weird, but this is the only place this would ever work at. There's no reason she would ever be a face at this stage of her gimmick. So yeah, man, it did the things to the point of the men's chamber it was supposed to do, giving Rhea her moment back home as far as what she's been doing for the women's division. I'm sure
I disagree a little bit. I think Rhea could truthfully be face anywhere, because she's so over now that we boo because we're supposed to boo the Judgment Day.
But that's like that Stone Cold.
But we don't boo her.
Yeah, Rhea's over. Rhea's over, and the fans love her.
I feel what you're saying, but I mean more to the level of I'm sure when we WrestleMania, for example, when she wrestles Becky, is that gonna be her getting that babyface we love her reaction, or does Becky?
Hey, listen, it's Philly. It's Philly. They boo Santa Claus.
I mean, unless Wise Man is gonna be multiplying in Philly, I don't think everybody's gonna boo Becky Lynch. And shout out, and I say that with all the love in the world, Wise Man.
I mean, okay, so let me interject. I'm feeling that this could be a part of the turn. I think WrestleMania is a good setup for
Brett
the
97.
reverse. The way Becky has been coming out with those Star Jammer fits, Monstars outfits, and the backwards hat.
The leftovers that Seth ain't raid out her closet already. Yes.
It's like, I don't like this G-Star Raw outfit that you got on. And
dressing like David Bowie and stuff. I get it.
And I feel like that big time Bex was not really a hit with the crowd. And I think that's what she's kind of leaning back into. And of course, they're all amalgamations of their characters.
She's hip hop big time Bex now.
I mean, she looked like Boogie
like
Down
Paula
Bex.
Abdul like a week ago. Like she looked like a backup dancer in like a Rhythm Nation video or something.
She looked like she about to hit some Beastie Boys and start like. Like, I don't know what she's doing.
Like that late 90s weird Beastie Boys run they had.
But it's also, to my understanding, like Rhea is so over, especially in Philly. I think they would love to see, because Becky is going to be Becky. And I think because we knew this, she might lean more into the heel. And I think we will want to see Rhea lean more into the face, because technically, like, well, answer me this. What do you think if she was to win? How do you think the crowd responds?
This is
Becky,
Rhea or Becky?
Becky.
That's kind of where y'all going there. Like, this sounds a lot like Stone Cold versus Bret Hart at WrestleMania 13 vibes. Like, nobody thought Stone Cold was gonna get that reaction, and Bret Hart, being the traditional baby face, was like, what the hell, and leaned into the heel. So that's why I'm like, this is like Bret 97. Like,
they booed that out of the arena. 100%.
So they booing Becky out, man. That's wild. That's something I didn't expect to talk about
get
tonight.
Back to the title has not done enough to ingratiate herself with the crowd enough that a Philly crowd is gonna cheer her beating the most over person in the company, not named Cody LaAnthony Rhodes.
LaAnthony. Shout out to Atlanta.
or BB. She's that over. Bianca's ultra over as well.
Exactly.
So I think with that, because I know that I think they're saving that Bianca Rhea. But yeah, Becky being the one, I think that's one where you truly, like Becky, they had, like you said, they haven't done enough to solidify her as like, she needs that championship. Like they did that little thing like, oh, she kind of lost her confidence. It's like, yeah. Because what, you ain't had the belt in like 10 months? Oh no. Like, but, and again, respect to her, because I love Becky Lynch and I think it's great. But at this juncture, I feel like the crowd, they want Rhea to win. So I think this would be an interesting time, because I could see a moment where the Judgment Day really gets that implosion at WrestleMania. Everybody loses.
Kind of has to.
They lose their tag belts. Maybe Priest fails at cash in, and then Rhea lose the belt.
The infighting.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
So
but yeah, they didn't do a good job of like selling Becky as like this sympathetic figure. I watched that woman pose at the top of a flight of stairs with a broken nose, mid-concussion, doing some shit she don't even remember ever doing. You're not shaking that person's confidence. Nah, I wasn't rocking. So yeah, if she beats Rhea for that belt, they gonna boo her out of the building. And Trips, being the guy that he is, we ready to pivot. We know what to do here. Seen it once, we'll do it again.
I hope so, because I was gonna say, I was sitting here having a thought like maybe that man thing is like almost hurting her now. Like it was like too much too soon type shit. Like, because it was such a great gimmick. Like, how can she outshine that, to your point, Dub, that whole moment, creating that character?
So I don't think it was too much too soon. I think it was right at the right time, but it was too big to the point where it's gonna overshadow the rest of her career. Like you look at
it was huge, man.
You look at say Eminem, like he'll never make another single that's gonna do what the real Slim Shady did.
Or lose yourself.
And like that's what they always wanted from him, but he could never do that
single he might have ever.
But to the point of what Dub's saying is like, I remember the first time I heard My Name Is, when I was like, whoa, who the fuck is this dude? Like, Lose Yourself that's iconic. But the first time I heard My Name Is, it was like, who the fuck is this dude rapping? Like, there's a white rapper that raps like this. To that point of the Becky Lynch, when she became the man moment, that is a great analogy.
It really?
I can't see like violence.
That's because it was like you didn't know it wasn't like a. Not saying like it was super fire. It's just that your ears ain't heard a white guy promoted in mainstream rap since Vanilla Ice, and what was my guy that had the white rapper show, MC Search or whatever?
Stop. Collaborate and listen.
That's what I'm
back
saying.
With a brand new invention.
All I heard was shells falling. That's the only other line I remember that. It's like,
that shit go hard.
What you say, Rip Van Winkle? You ain't seen no shells falling.
That's all I'm saying. I didn't say that shit was like a hard song or nothing. It just was like, oh, whoa.
And then a year later,
Ninja. Want to see me stick 9 shells to each one of my eyelids?
He was like,
yeah.
Like,
yeah, white guy, yeah.
5th grade BA was like,
oh shit,
it's crazy.
I still respect
just what I did.
Let me think. I also unfortunately agree with Dub. I don't think the moment was too much too soon. I think it was just in time because I do recall Becky being one of the best workers on the roster at the time, and that steampunk gimmick just not working, and was like, they need to turn her heel. And even when she was trying to turn heel, she couldn't get over as heel. And so they were just like, they just pivoted. And then that's when her face got broken. And then that's where all that shit started. So they were already in a weird place with her trying to figure out what's next. Cause she was all over the place. And we knew she was a great wrestler, but technically she was being overshadowed by Sasha, Bailey, and Charlotte at the time. So I agree.
And they brought Ronda in too to steal everybody's spot.
Yeah, I meant of the character work. Ronda was just
byproduct of the machine.
Armbar.
Right. Twisting. Armbar.
Flying. Armbar.
Laying down. Armbar.
Laying down.
Armed. Armbar.
Outside of that, let's move on to. I don't want to get too much into the weeklies, but let's hit the highlights. Drew McIntyre, man.
Yeah.
Fucking hater of the year.
Drew
so
Ether Tire. He was fucking scorching people, man. Shout out to Punk.
The doctors told me I'd have a busted eardrum and I might not be able to make it to WrestleMania. And I said, who do you think I am, CM Punk? Of course I'm going to WrestleMania. I was like, oh, shit.
And then he sat
down.
Crisscross applesauce.
I loved all that. But this thing had the nerve to walk up to Jey Uso. I've seen that. I've been there. I felt everything you felt. Let me tell you, you deserve it.
Damn.
It's incredible. Walking around with that t-shirt. Like, he is a sicko. He's unhinged. And I love it. I am one of those guys. He is the audience making the sense of everything. He tells Seth, hey, Seth, don't do this. Because you're going to get your ass whipped. And that's going to look bad on me when I beat you. Like, I'm going to beat you either way. But don't get fucked up over there. So then people be looking at me like, oh, you only won because. Like, no, nigga, just get healthy.
You're not messing
and
up
let me whip your ass. Like, I'm like, man, this dude is making too much sense. So I will ask, piggybacking off of that, how do y'all feel? Has Seth successfully made sense of this convoluted angle to y'all, and why his super desire to dismantle the bloodlinearchy or whatever he's talking about? Does it make sense? Make it make sense.
I mean,
kind of.
So the way Roman been insulting that man, it makes sense from that angle.
Yes.
But from the other angle,
you mean,
nigga, you got a title to defend, and you got like Drew in his final form. Like, you need to focus. If Cody want to go fight the whole island of Samoa, you should probably just let him.
All right, yeah.
Like, from that point, I guess I'm with Drew.
We are Drew. We are all Drew. Where's the Fight Club? My name is Robert Paulson. My name is Drew McIntyre. I am Drew McIntyre. We're all Drew McIntyre. Yep. He's the audience. He is the proxy for the audience. He's saying everything that we think and Seth is trying to rally us. He's giving us that Fred Hampton speech. He's trying to get us all, yeah. And I'm like,
I think Seth needs to do more insulting to Roman and less of Cody, I'm your friend. Cody, I'm in your corner.
oh,
Because, hey, Seth, he called you the winner of the losers bracket. You, like...
I see what you're saying. He should be.
You get what I'm saying?
It's hard though because he gotta like prove he's a babyface too type shit. I feel like they're leaning in too much into that energy versus to what she said. He should be throwing shots back as well as far as to Roman.
Yeah, and I think he does a bit, but I think they've also kind of switched it to him protecting the business, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
For me, that's what's not working. Is like he said a lot of stuff, and Seth is one of the best promos in the biz. So he's saying the words with conviction, but I'm just like, why do I care? Like Roman and the bloodline, I'm doing this for everybody. I mean, but no one asked you to. You don't have to do this because you're not Cody. He's saying the things that Cody should be saying, technically. And Cody's not saying them. Cody's just like
worried about The Rock.
Cody's worried about everybody. You see, first he's on the telestrator, like, about to get that ultimate Samoan spike to the throat. Then he's like, oh, well, I got to challenge The Rock now. So that is one thing we didn't mention. The Perth, the best Grayson Waller effect ever, being that he went on there and said, hey, Rock, I'm challenging you. And of course, we know how that played out. But we still don't know any more about what the main events or any of this shit is going to be. So we don't know if it's going to be a tag match still. We don't know if it's going to be Rock versus Seth somehow, or I really don't know what the fuck is going on. But Seth sitting here going full on, let's protect the business, ain't making it any more clear to me, nor is it making me enjoy it. I think they should kind of guide Seth away from that, because he's right now, they're just like, hey, you and the world title are like the true north of wrestling business. So he got, like, you don't have to, like Drew said, nigga, if I was the champion, which when I am, I don't give a fuck what's going on SmackDown. That shit could be on fire. That's them over there. He minding his business. He minding the business that pays him. He's going to stay on Monday Night Raw and be your heavyweight champion. And Seth is like, nigga, if we don't stop them now, then they're going to take our belts too. Like, what are you talking about? I'm sorry. It's just not working for me. And I love Seth to death.
So let me ask you guys this question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we get Cody versus Rock on free TV?
I hope
because
not.
the whole month of March, they don't have a
That'd be
pay-per-view
great.
at all.
You might just get that. It'll probably be like a quick 5-minute match before Tama Tonga come in the ring or something. Like
more throat spikes.
We're not putting Tama Tonga in the bloodline. No.
More bloodline
what
mayhem.
else
That's
is
crazy.
Go, Dub, are you kidding me?
Well, his friend Alan is really going through some shit right now. I don't know if you know that.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, Bullet Club brother.
Yeah,
I got you.
Original member.
Bang gang.
Can they just do the thing?
Please
break up Judgment Day. Align Finn, Alan Joseph, Tama Tonga.
Good Brothers. Just
the Good Brothers got to beat the shit out of some people on that other show.
Yeah, they got to earn their keep back.
Soon.
But they got to stop Good Brothering in the corner. Too much pre-show.
So I found out how much they was getting paid to not do any work.
Oh yeah,
that's their gimmick. They full on.
But the other thing from Monday Night Raw, I thought we should really kind of jump into is the challengers that they're lining up for Gunther. Like you look at Chad Gable coming out like, yo, he disrespected me in front of my kids. I need my get back. And they're like, no, you got a point. And then Gunther comes to the ring and starts naming people that could possibly challenge him.
That was a heat check. That was the LeBron heat check.
He's like, Fire Judgment Day walks out there, and they say, yeah, it's going to be one of us. And then Gunther goes through and just insults all of them, especially JD McDonough, calling him Big Head, which is hilarious.
Is this going to be Big Head over here? It's like... I was like, he listens to the pod. Shout out to Gunther.
JD's over here like, you know me, motherfucker. I wrestled you for your title in the UK.
Sure, big head. Hey. Shut up.
And then making them think like that Damian was the one that he might try to use his briefcase on the IC title.
That's ridiculous.
Or just challenge him outright. Who do you guys think is going to challenge Gunther at WrestleMania? BA, please tell me why you're picking Dominic to challenge Gunther. I need to know.
That would be amazing, but I think the Chad Gable thing was purposefully done, and in all honesty, because he already had his shot. He tried to get at him. Now it's bigger than the title. This man disrespected me in front of my family. Now we gotta work. So he's coming in there with some different energy now. So I think Chad Gable is getting teed up to get that title on the main stage at Mania. I think that's only right, in all honesty.
So, as obvious, BA is going to pick the fellow father to go get the belt. We knew that was coming here, right?
That man was disrespected. That's different energy.
All right, give me your pick. Give me your pick. Tell me what.
I'll be honest. I want it to be Chad Gable, but I am over the bigger than the belt angle. No, I want the belt. I want to take what you love. Stop saying it's bigger than the belt. It's not. It's nothing you care about. Your family. I don't care about your stupid children. The belt is the most important thing in this industry.
That's what make him take it. All that energy that you say he shouldn't care about. Because last time it was just about the belt, right?
No, but keep that to yourself, or keep that to the promo after you win. Like, I didn't just do this for me. I didn't just do this for this belt. I did it for my kids, and that's how you catapulted. Don't say that before though. Keep that shit to yourself. Like, I don't want to hear. Also, the thing is it's super convoluted, because then we got possibly, and again, that promo was a absolute heat check. It was, we could have a Sami Zayn. It's Savage. The crowd's like, okay. It's like, we could have Chad Gable. It's like,
your Gunther sounds a lot like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Get to the chopper. Get the golden gob. Like, whatever, it's the same thing. But they're the same people, right? They're Austrian.
Giovanni, take care of business.
That's a BA comment if I've ever heard one.
Hold my was a good movie. I've been cloned. I'm a clone. Regardless, it's the same thing, because Arnold Schwarzenegger is Gunther. He doesn't lose. What was the last time you seen him lose in a movie?
Oh,
chill out.
I know what L he took.
Chill. In his personal life, with his children, I don't know. What movie?
In the movies, I think Mr. Freeze was an L.
Everybody,
an L.
Chill.
Blow off some steam. Like, sure, maybe, but everybody in that movie lost, so there is no winner.
True,
that was
exactly.
That's
what I'm saying.
So that's
he
a
was
draw.
Involved in that.
So that's a draw, because he was the coolest thing about that movie. Everything else
no
is
pun
ass.
intended. Yes.
But right. Sorry guys, I'll be here all week.
Chill.
Bat nipples? Nah, bro. Chris O'Donnell? Nah, bro. Nah. Just whole lot of nah.
Chris O'Donnell trying to be taken serious. Since when has Robin ever been taken serious as a superhero? That did piss me off too. Like, why am I supposed to take Robin serious? Get this off my team.
Especially with him. Never mind. It don't matter. Chris O'Donnell? Nah. But again, Gunther don't lose, neither does Arnold. Have you seen True Lies?
He didn't lose.
That's Gunther. That's Gunther sitting in a chair by himself. Take off your clothes and do it very, very slowly. Like, you imagine that's how Gunther talks to his wife. Take off the belt and do it slowly. Yeah, it's the same thing. Gunther is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now that we have that established,
fair.
I feel like this whole picture, maybe they do another 6-pack challenge or something like that, or a fatal 4-way to determine his next. And I think that's probably the way you got to do it, because you got 4 or 5 people with a legitimate gripe that could all do it. We could get, because I think Sammy is still looking for his way to Mania. Gable is the guy. We want that match. That they ain't missed, and they ain't missed yet. Jay, he's not going to get it, but you want him in that match to make us think he's going to get it. And then maybe Jimmy interference. Who knows?
Hater of the year candidate Jimmy Uso interferes.
Oh yeah.
Hater of the year. You got a new challenger. Yeah. Jimmy come out. No yeet. Yeah, I'm good with that.
That music has grown on me too. I gotta say,
it's good. I promise you, it's fire. And then maybe like a Dominic Mysterio or something like that. I'm okay with the 4-pack and having a 4-pack challenge to determine in like 2 weeks or so, determine who's going to be the next. That works for me. I'm super cool on that. But I just don't know if I need everybody to have like these bigger than me moments. Like, I don't care. It's about the belt. Whip ass for that belt. And then if we lucky, you change the design.
So, BA, what E-Ray is trying to say is that the only person that can have a bigger than me story is, of course, Cody Anthony Rhodes, who's doing it for the entire Rhodes family, because wrestling has more than one royal family, and it's not that Samoan family.
Yeah, The Rock said wrestling only has one royal family. And he was like, nigga, what?
You see this tree?
You ain't heard my music?
Like,
this is my family.
My movies?
This is the bloodline.
Kingdom? That was a good one.
Walking tall.
Whoa.
I walk tall as fuck.
Whoa.
You can't walk taller than the stars. I'm Stardust.
I might even whoa a nigga or two.
Whoa, motherfucker. Whoa.
Yes. Cody Lee Anthony needs his
Black
story.
Adam wasn't dashing. I was.
I'm about to shatter your dreams. I definitely understand, and I think that Cody, his story is naturally bigger than the title, because it's all these roadblocks in his way to get to the title, and the only reason he wants the title is because his dad never held it. So it's already baked in. We already got all the good and delicious ingredients. This is like Cheez-Its with real motherfucking cheddar, baby. That's all you need.
We don't need
good
more
stuff. We don't want none of that GMO bullshit. And that's why they rejected The Rock in the first place. The IWC / the WWE universe was like, nah, we don't want that. So
you don't want your private selection cheddar squares.
See, Dwayne, I shattered your dreams already, motherfucker. You thought
you don't want these delicious cheddar crisps? They're sponsored by Terramana. No, get that shit out of here.
What about Zoa Energy? Fuck you.
No, we want nightmare fuel only.
Right.
Right.
Let me book the territory. Sponsored by Zoe. Sorry, in the future. You don't get sponsorship from us right now. But with that said, I think The Rock and Cody, I don't think that happens on free TV. I would love it to, or at least them like advertise it, because that's the next thing I wanted to ask y'all, because this Rock effect is real. He's been selling out. SmackDown sold out Glendale, Arizona, Friday. Next week, he's going to be here. I'm already planning my way to see if I can get them tickets. And them mugs is selling like Drake tickets. Like, God damn, they're $300-$400. I'm being upper row 300. 300? Like, God damn. You have my binoculars out to see The Rock.
See the Hollywood Versace vest.
Right. So
Versace.
there's things happening, and they're building it. They're trying to shake the rust off. So I don't know. Maybe we do get something, but I just don't know. This picture hasn't gotten any more clear than it's ever been. So hopefully maybe next week we get more clarity. But speaking on something that we did get some clarity on, we finally know who that hidden character was in the NXT roster when we play 2K24. Or is it 25? Yeah, 24.
24.
I don't even know. It's like Madden. Like, which one is this? I don't know. I'm just playing it.
Who the what the?
NXT.
Oh yeah, Dad.
So much pre-show.
Perfect, because Booker is back.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Teed up.
Yeah. And you know who else is back?
Sean Spear Dillinger?
Tyshawn Spearinger is fucking lit.
He got a black mama all of a sudden. That's hilarious.
I need that on a shirt. 10 fingers and just Tyshawn Spillinger or Spearinger.
Don't wear it
Fire.
to an AEW show. Tony Khan gonna rip it off your body or something.
I wish he would try.
He's gonna be like, remove that shirt. No, he'll just have somebody else do it. He too rich for
I'm
that.
6'2",
He would pay somebody
230.
else
I'd
to
be
do it.
like, what you say,
take that shirt off of that guy, and then there's a guy wearing a CM Punk next to it. I see a Hell Frozen Over shirt over there. Take that off of him too. Thank you.
I don't know, man. You seen that Cam Newton fight? That's TK trying to take that shirt off of E-Ray.
Toss it. Show ass.
E-Ray wouldn't even have to take off his funny hat.
Why am I wearing a fucking bowl hat to AEW
I need E-Ray to start wearing
Because
Cam Newton
E-Ray
hats.
wearing a bowl hat.
I
and a
need
Sean
E-Ray to start
Spears
wearing
shirt.
Cam Newton hats.
It's hilarious.
I'm gonna do it too, just for the
I
gimmick.
might buy this man
Fuck
a Cam Newton hat just for him to wear it.
cut the top out and just let my locks flow through the hat.
It's a Mad Hatter shit.
That is insane. That is unhinged. And I'll do it.
The
I do it
future
for
is
the
now,
love.
y'all.
I
I feel like
did
the
it for-
fifth element is happening right before our very eyes, y'all.
I did it for the pod.
Oh, God.
Anywho, NXT, Sean Spears, the chairman, aka Ty Dillinger, showed up and did what we all wanted him to do. Beat the shit out of Ridge Holland.
So he's a babyface now?
I'd say so.
He just told that nigga, he said, you ain't telling the truth. Tell the truth. And then he beat his ass. Tell the truth. He played
if you
Will
want to
Smith.
ingratiate yourself to the black community, there's nothing better you can do than hit Ridge Holland with a chair.
Big facts.
I'll be cheering for him, and I've been calling Sean Spears mid for a long time.
Guess what? You just got Ridge. Ridge just
I think you might hate. No, you don't hate him more than Zack Ryder. Never mind. Sorry.
Wait, what?
What up, y'all? It's your boy Free, aka Free Illuminati, aka Young Freezer Burner, aka the Black Peter Parker, aka Poon Knight. And I want y'all to check out Blurs in the Trap, the new podcast with myself and my boy Dr. Jones, dropping in the Anatoverse every Monday. Come check us out. Get all your daily Blur content. Nerd culture from a black perspective. We got other pods doing it out there that we support, and we wanted to add a little bit of our own flavor to the mix. So check us out every Mondays in the Anatoverse. Peace.
Dub be hating on Zack Ryder.
You hate
so
Matt
I was
Cardona?
Yeah, he does not.
I don't hate Matt
be
Cardona. It's just that
He be hating.
he went from being a big deal on the internet to being a big deal on the internet. And that's it.
Because of Chelsea Green erased.
Nothing great about that guy.
He be craving that oat milk. Gotta give me some of that demons. Wait, what's wrong with you? Thou shalt not cover another man's wife.
Matt Cardona don't know what he's doing.
Told you. There it is, folks. The truth.
Shit.
Brought to you by Toyota.
Right.
These are Sean Spears. But let me show you.
Hey, Chelsea, I'm strong as I can be. Fucking dumb. Out of control.
Shout out to that black man that sang that song, because it definitely wasn't
Fuck,
a
he
white
sang
man
the
singing
shit.
that shit.
I mean, you think, and then all of a sudden it's gonna be Michael McDonald. Like a rock, as strong as I can be. That's every Michael McDonald song.
It's Bob Seger, actually.
Oh shit, the other white guy that got the sultry bass voice.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Told you what the right.
You imagine those two white men having to sing off against each other? Like on
It's too powerful.
That's the
The
verses
black
we
community
need.
would explode.
We need that gotta be an outside venue. It cannot
My
be
nose
indoors.
just start bleeding.
Right. Every little thing.
Like fucking scanners.
Oh yeah, man. It'd be a messy scene.
They're both still alive too. I just want to put that out there. We got to figure out how to make this
Hey.
happen. Bob Seger versus Michael
you can-
McDonald.
If you can find Swiss Beats and tell them stop guarding Alicia Keys for
blame
3
him.
seconds to put together this versus until Timbaland to stop doing. Well, no, he's recovered now. He is no longer addicted to opioids. Love it. You go get them two gentlemen together. Put on this white versus. That's the white versus everybody needs. Didn't even know they need. That will bring the world together. But
Look.
outside of that, you know what else brings the world together?
Jada Parker.
The thick off that was on NXT. The battle of the buns. God damn. No, but seriously, let me handle this like a professional.
Better than me.
God dang. God! Sorry, that was my professional voice. Yes. Jada Parker being on my television once more, breaking the internet. The goons have now infiltrated with that World Star post. And now, again, the group chat just gets infiltrated. Hey, yo, who this? I'm like, God damn.
It's over.
Like, yeah.
We
Yep.
can't have nothing.
She
This
out
is
here.
like when they let the neighborhood drug dealers join Facebook.
It's exactly that. When they stop accepting, I was like, you didn't even gotta say that. It's not even just the neighborhood drug deals. We'll expand it a little bit. Just when Facebook no longer required college IDs
That part.
or the
Thank
college
you, Ray.
the college email.
That .edu, you ain't need that
Yeah.
no more.
Nope.
It's like, nah, just your work or
That
whatever.
Gmail
Like,
will suffice.
Or when androids were allowed to have Instagram. Very
Hey.
similar thing. Because before it was very artsy. Literally months later, pictures of J's and different strains of marijuana. And I was like, something's different. I can't quite put my finger on it. What
Let
is
the
that?
criminals in.
Cool kids right now.
They let in the element. And Batman, must do something about it.
You're trying to tell y'all, man, Batman low-key kind of racist.
But
Oh, big facts.
we're not, because Jada Parker and Gigi Dolan were on our TV together, and I think that united the hood niggas and the Swirl Bros all together. Were just
That was my
sitting there
WrestleMania.
and amazing.
What you niggas was talking about in April, but that was my WrestleMania right there, brother.
WrestleMania
Right on
64.
right on YouTube for you.
No,
Not
seriously
a
though,
short.
36, 24, 36, brother.
I'm at this point, and I'm being honest. Jada Parker looks so great. I can't really concentrate on the match.
Why I haven't even watched it?
Because she's fire. I'm just gonna put that
I
out
need
there.
to
She's
see
fire. But I watched her and Gigi Dolan, and I'm like, I'm just popping for her, like, fucking fire. Like
Ectoplasm everywhere,
I can't be objective is what I'm getting at. So I'm trying to, and again, I know we do a wrestling podcast here, and it's not just trying to objectify people or anything like that. But she is just so dope to me that I'm just like,
To that point,
Yep.
I scrolled
Love
right
it.
by that match highlight on YouTube. I was like, hell nah, I can't watch that. I was like, her and Gigi don't. I didn't even bring it up in the chat. E-Ray did. I was like, I can't even announce this. I was like, I need to act like this don't exist.
I'm
I
announcing
can't
it.
watch this.
Let me throw you both some bail. I'm gonna throw you both some bail here. Here we go.
Cerebral.
Professor. My fucking brain explode. Imagine trying to watch that match next to your significant other and acting like a normal human being. I failed multiple times. I'm thankful that she wasn't paying no attention to me. I'm in a glass case of emotion. It was incredible, but
elimination chamber of emotion.
So let me throw you guys some bails here. I watched this match twice for reasons.
Whoa.
One of those reasons be to actually watch the match. And Jada's like, she's getting so good in the ring quickly. I want to ask you guys this question because it looks like it to me. From an in-ring standpoint, is Jada Parker this year's Tiffany Stratton? Because when we saw her click with Tiffany, it like everything just clicked right at the same time. I feel like we're seeing the same thing happen with Jada in real time. We just haven't seen they haven't given her enough mic work to see if she's made the jump there as well.
I'll say this. So I'm gonna say, and this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna say no. And but my reason is gonna sound crazy. I think in the ring it's getting good, but she has to she's figuring out who she is in the ring. And I like that. I think she's dope. I like the big bounce in the corner. That's always a good move. It pops the crowd. So it's you have to play to the things that is dope. And then she kind of has this forearm smash thing going on, but she kind of spins out of it weird. So it's certain things that are you're just finding your moveset. But the reason why I say no, she's not this year's Tiffany Stratton is because. And this is where y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but hear me out. I think this year's Tiffany Stratton is actually Roxanne Perez.
Ooh.
Hear me out. I know she's already won the championship. She's already been around. But that was very premature and circumstantial because of the loss of that super dominant champion, the Toxic Attraction, if you will. We're now seeing Roxanne character work catching up to the ring work, and the ring work informing the character and vice versa. So I think she's putting all that together because literally whenever Roxanne Perez is on my TV is oh shit, she about to hook off on a bitch. That's all I'm yes!
She's more scary than Liv Morgan.
Anybody talk to her, and she was
that's BA, that's hate.
Smash. I love
that's
it.
True. She sells that crazy chick gimmick better than Liv does.
Oh, 1,000%. And it's not even crazy. It's just I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a different type of crazy. It's not Harley
Definitely
Quinn crazy.
Type.
It's more I think I sent the video to the chat, to one of the chats, and people seen it. And it was of a Dominican woman trying to tell her boyfriend she wasn't cheating on him. And in the middle of her, she was terrifying the entire time. But the whole time people was oh, I am terrified of her. They was but she probably got that fire. It's one of those.
In that video when she slaps herself, I was no, that ain't that fire. That's lava right there. That's surface of the sun.
That's Joe versus the volcano. That's Dante's Peak. I'm with you, Dub.
Dante's peaks and valleys, brother.
And to me, that character is phenomenal now. I think it's so fun. Her hooking off on people, and then the submission too. She's putting boots to asses, and I'm thinking that's that breakout. It's now connecting with her of what her purpose is in that character, and I think it now feels more real because even her mic work and stuff like that has gotten so much better. It's not I'm happy to be here. It's I'm happy to hook off on these bitches, and I'm let's fucking go. So yeah, that's my take. BA, anything to add to that?
I completely agree with your Roxanne take.
He ain't watching no Jada Parker matches.
I was about to say I can't even give a take.
You can't.
I can't, and I'm
not
recovered.
I get it. I should be right next to there. Hey, My name's E-Ray. Hi, E-Ray. I got a problem. It's Jada Parker. I'm losing it.
Because like to the point of when I've seen, I'm just like, nope.
Be the same
That part. Nope. I know what drugs look like for BA's addiction, and that is a drug, and I don't need it. I'm good.
I'm like,
I'm good.
When you can make me forget Gigi Dolan's on the
how much are flights to Orlando?
I'm gonna be like, let me just go cut this TV off and read a book, guys.
Shout out to her.
Let me hit the Peloton real quick. I need to calm down.
You know who else gets a shout out though? I gotta give a shout out to motherfucking Charlie Dempsey. How about
Baby Regal?
Baby Regal put a hurting on our guy. And yeah, metaphors again. Heritage Cup no more. That match was fire though.
I'm glad you bring them up, E-Ray. They're kind of like, they're pointing to like this might be getting close to the end of the metaphor. I think Stand and Deliver, they might all be kind of branching off. I think it served its purpose for everybody. I know, Dub, I know you don't want to see it end. I know, I get it. But it served its purpose. Lash Legend doing her thing. Jakara doing her thing and finding herself. Noam Dar, we put him over many a time.
Yeah, superstar.
Like
and main man Mensa, he's found something like to
Mr.
be entertaining.
Mensa's doing his thing. Yes, it served his purpose.
I wouldn't be mad. I'll put it that way. I wouldn't be mad. Dub, talk us off the ledge. Why is it too early to push the button on the metaphor to be no more?
Well, one is too early because Noam Dar is hilarious in this role as this leader.
I agree.
And somebody they need to talk off of cliffs. I worry that main man Mensa might get lost in the shuffle again, as he has been in every other role he's had in NXT.
Can't save them all.
Hey, I mean, he ain't wrong.
Ask Marty Jannetty.
And it doesn't feel like anybody's really ready to break out of this. Like,
you don't think Lash is ready to break out?
I think Lash is literally broken out.
I think every week
I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I think Lash Legend has become probably one of my top 3 like fan favorites of NXT. Like every week she be going and she be having some fun, and her matches have gotten so much better.
But does Lash Legend
I remember
her
first
the way
match.
Rhea feels in Judgment Day?
That's not fair.
But that's not fair because nobody feels like that.
Yeah,
but I'm saying like the feeling of like you can take this person away and this person will be just as big, if not bigger, than the group.
No, it's.
I don't think if you take Lash away from Metaphor right now, should be bigger than the group.
I do. I think she would be fine. Because she now has the comfort of like she don't have her talk show or that bullshit no more. It's literally just her whipping some ass, and she's now credible enough to do it because she's more competent in the ring, and she has like that look. They can break off her and let her and Jakara just be her manager. That would still work just fine. Like I don't think she needs it. Jakara might need them more. Like there's varying degrees of who needs it more.
Her and Mensa.
But she got hurt, so that kind of took her away because she was supposed to be in a breakout tournament. That would have given her a lot more momentum. Mensa, though, perhaps that's the one who probably suffers. But again, we can't all be winners.
The video game used to tell us that
every group has to have
drugs.
A genetic.
Be a winner. Shout out to Nancy Reagan.
Wow. Yeah.
Talking about the throat coat herself.
Drugs.
Oh, you didn't know?
What?
You ain't know about Nancy?
Goat?
You ain't know about Nancy Gawk Gawk?
Wow.
Yo.
That sounds like Patreon material if I've ever heard it.
She used to. Never mind. Yeah. We'll talk about this off
Save
mic.
that for a tier, brother.
Yeah.
They gotta pay for that.
Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is official. We have launched our Patreon. Please Dub, can you tell them what the link is to that Patreon? Because I'm gonna butcher it like I butcher everything else.
I sure can, buddy.
We are up. We are available. You can subscribe now to that Patreon, and we will start to crank out as much as you can handle. There are tiers. You can start your $5 jobber tier, or you can be all the way to the prove to BA you ain't broke tier, which, I mean, look, I know we got supporters, but Mumbai Hive might be showing out. Italy might be showing out.
If y'all can prove out Shaw like that, I have to do something special to beat the tournament.
Yeah, do some strange for BA.
I mean, that's a lot of change to try to prove the BA. That's all I'm saying for some Patreon.
Again, there are tiers there. I'll say you'll be able to watch us in our beautiful or not so beautiful glory. You'll be able to watch us while we create all this content for you. Each week, we'll have some bloopers, some shenanigans, some live watches, some watch-alongs, content, etc., so forth. So please go support us, fuck with the team, go watch us on Patreon, sign up to that Patreon now. Outside of that, this is the last thing I wanted to discuss with NXT. That was my thoughts. Two things, two quickies. So I'll let y'all. I'll ask one to each. We'll start with BA. I want your thoughts on our guy becoming a cameraman to get his action hands on Cobra himself. Gacy is a psychopath. He said,
I love it.
Hey, you. Hey. He's like, what the hell? Beat him with the camera. I was like, oh, this is great. How'd you feel about that?
Amazing. Took a page out of Stone Cold did that once when he was beating up the man that is erased once. Yeah. Took a page right out of his book.
Yeah. I remember The Rock doing that when The Rock did it, but then he got hit by Triple H, I want to say.
Yeah, Stone Cold did it and actually performed it as it should have been performed. So yeah, it's out there in the
more this spicy content on Patreon. Okay.
So yeah, the shit was funny. I mean, Joe Gacy, the wrestling's
unleashed.
debatable, the graphs are debatable, character work unmatched. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's what's keeping him on TV.
Unhinged Gacy is some of the most must-see week-to-week shit you can ask for. And Dijak just does a fantastic job of whatever you need from him. Speaking of which, Dijak decided to end the life of a mere Italian lawyer just trying to get by, trying to feed his family. Crucifino, or as Booker T likes to call him, Lucifino, was mercilessly beat down by Dijak, but it was a great match. Quick, hard-hitting, fantastic. Speaking of the family, Dub, I must ask, what are your thoughts about the interjection of the Don into our lovely feud of Ilya versus big hater vibes Mello?
So I loved it.
Okay.
When Tony D sat the rest of the family down and said, yo, we got to start doing bigger things, I was like, oh shit, they about to go after the docs again. I need to call Stringer. But then I was like, wait, Stringer Bell died. Hold on.
Season 2.
And I was like, wait,
Did.
this is real life. And I was like, wait, no, it's not. This is wrestling. And I was like, oh, okay. Title somehow. I don't know. But again, I was waiting on Mello to kind of step up in his hater of the year thing. I thought he was gonna like go beat up Trick's dad or something because he got to step his game up after Sunday and Monday. But for Tony D to come out there and say, yeah, you don't need to be a champion to get shit accomplished. Security, get on out of here. I was like, oh shit. He got him. He got him. So I'm excited. I think this is where you get your Trick Williams return, costing Melo the match, and then you get Tony D versus Ilya Dragunov at Stand and Deliver. For obviously for Ilya's reign to continue. I don't think we're there with Tony yet. I like Tony.
Opposite.
Really?
Yeah, I thought he defeats Tony, and then him versus Ilya Stand and Deliver, and that's where Trick makes his return to stop him from winning, and then that spawns their feud and sends Ilya on wherever he's going next.
Both
we'll see.
Setups. Let's say both.
We'll see. Right.
Yeah, I think Trick and Melo is the match at Stand and Deliver.
Okay. Well, that
send
makes
Melo
sense.
to the the main roster in the sky.
Gotcha.
After like 5 Trick knees.
Okay. Well, last thing. Speaking of that main roster in the sky, the Wolf Dogs had a segment with the Good Brothers. After the Good Brothers used the power of the brother to beat Enofe and Blade. My guys cannot get a win in Black History Month, and it's perturbing me.
They are over in Black History Month.
Shout out to Idris Enofe for hitting his move, then shooting nigga down with the finger guns. That shit was hard. I was like, let's go. Fire. We have a new segment. The Wolf Dogs came out and they did their thing. They had their thing versus the brothers. I just figured we should mention it. How did y'all feel about them? I think the chemistry and Braun has something. He's figured something out, being like this kind of goofy dickhole. Like that's his role. Like he's an asshole, but it's entertaining. And I think he plays really well off Baron Corbin. But I am fearful that they are parading him as a babyface-esque on SmackDown. What were your thoughts, really quickly, just about that interaction, Good Brothers versus the Chase U / Good Brothers, Wolf Dogs, all that shit. The tag team division being back.
So I thought it was interesting of like, you had Axiom and Frazier come out, Chase U, and then you're like, oh shit, we got a full tag division, but damn, Enofe and Blade just took the L, so they can't even be involved in this 4-way Mexican standoff. I like it. I think the Good Brothers, making money to actually do work is beneficial for everybody, especially the young teams that are there. So that's going to be beneficial to everybody. It's going to be great to see Chase U win those belts again at Roadblock next week.
Oh, okay.
Braun got main roster things to do.
You're right.
He don't need a stand and deliver send off. I mean, unless you get in a match against Baron Corbin.
Anything to add to that?
I mean, I could see a triple, if they're gonna do this, a triple threat at Stand and Deliver, and then that's a good way to get the title off of those guys, get the tag team titles off of those guys. I think that's a perfect way to get Chase U over, and then the Good Brothers probably would get done doing their bid down here, and then all 4 of those guys go
punishment?
back up. I mean, they did something. Probably they did
get
too
down
much
there,
hanging out in catering. Carl Anderson buying too many pairs of Jordans, like and getting them sent to
earn your keep. Go to NXT.
Getting too many pairs of Jordans for doing.
They drank all the Blue Zoas, and then Rock showed up, and they was like, "Where's the Blue Zoa?" And like, Gallows drank the last one. Get ready to go Orlando, brother.
You know what? It's that time. New segment here. We're gonna end with E-Ray's wrestling notes, guys. This week, these were my notes for NXT. I start with Ilya, Big Mad, 2 Ds. Next, we got ourselves a thick off. In parentheses, World Star versus Pog Wild. 3 huff emojis. These are just my musings, guys. These are things that I'm writing down as I'm watching the show. Kiana James seems to have gotten much better in the ring. Good for her. Roxanne stealing off on any and everybody. is fucking gold.
Yeah.
Not joking. It's great.
Exactly.
Oh, as mentioned, Idris Enofe hit him with the finger guns. Ha ha ha. Fire emoji. and lastly, the power of the brother is too strong for Enofe and Blade. Sad face. And those were E-Ray's notes for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Concluding the notes, we are also going to conclude this show. And because you guys like it or love it, it doesn't matter if you like it or love it. Because guess what, guys? We have a new Patreon. So go find that Patreon. And you know where else you can find us? Yes, you know where you can find us, because I've been saying that shit every single week for the last 126 episodes. So guess what? If you didn't know, I think you better go back and listen. I think that's what you should do. Hey, BA, do you know where you can find him? You're damn right you know where you can find him. Only on the Twitter sphere /X. And if you don't go on that Twitter sphere /X, I'm gonna find your ass, and then I'm gonna take your fingers and I'm gonna type it for you. And you're gonna, wow, let me book the. Then I'm gonna smash your head into the keyboard. Then you're gonna have a K and an L smashed on your cheeks. Do you like that? You think that's cool? Okay, then you go to Embrace the Turn Up and you say, hey, I'm gonna go follow this guy Dub and his cool shows because he's a part of this and he has a great network. And then you're gonna try to look up E-Ray and you're not gonna find him because all my pages are hidden. And that's it. But
because he's been shadow banned by Elon for.
Oh,
filth.
Of course. But if I hadn't said it before, I will always say it. Shout out to Mumbai Hive. Shout out to Italy. Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Cleveland. Shout out to Texas. We in this bitch. But you know where we ain't? We ain't here no more. We are out of here.